Hello, hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. And this is your first session with me, right?
Yeah, this is first session.
Okay. And your name is?
My name is Suman Kumar.
Okay, Suman, I want you to give me a quick introduction and then we will start the session. Okay.
Okay. I am Suman Kumar. I belong to Bihar. I have done my graduation in 2021 in electronics branch, and currently I am applying for jobs. That's it.
Oh, you're applying for jobs right now.
Yeah.
You've done engineering in electrical,
Yeah, electronics communication.
electronics and communication. Okay. So you want to improve your skills so that you'll be able to clear an interview really soon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
right.
Now tell me, whenever you talk to a stranger, like I'm a stranger to you right now, what kind of challenges do
Mm.
you face whenever you talk to a new person?
Actually, I am facing while in sentence building, and I got nervous when I talk to strangers. That-
Okay, you get nervous also. And you know
Yeah,
what? This nervousness is there because sometimes what happens, we have this fear that will be judged on our communication skills. So never
yeah.
be afraid to make mistakes, and I think you'll be doing pretty well. So now we'll start the session with a small
Okay,
activity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions now regarding your routine, whatever you do in a regular day. All right.
okay.
So now you have to tell me about your things, like about your sleeping pattern, your whenever you have
Mhm.
food, when do you wake up. So shall I start asking you questions now?
Yeah, sure.
And before that, always remember when we talk about our habits and routines, they're always in present simple tense. Okay. For
Okay,
example, if I ask you when do you wake up, so you simply have to say I wake up at, and then you have to mention the time.
okay.
All right. So my first question for you is when do you wake up?
I wake up at 7 to 8 a.m. in every morning.
7 to 8. Okay. And at what time do you have a breakfast?
I had I have breakfast around 10 a.m. every morning.
Okay. And at what time do you have a lunch?
I had lunch at I think 3 to between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. And at what time do you have your dinner?
I have my dinner at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. between 9 p.m. to every day.
And at okay, that's good. And at what time do you sleep?
I sleep around. It depends every day. It between 11 p.m. to 12 p.m.
Okay, you sleep around 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. Okay. So this is your daily routine. Okay. So now your
Yeah.
task is to tell me about this routine again, but this time I will not ask you any questions. So if you want to add some details like I have my evening tea at this time, I do some exercise in the
Okay.
morning. If you want to add some details, you can do that. So now we will test that
Okay.
how well your thought process is when it comes to talking about your daily routine. And please stick to the present simple tense. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Start.
Okay. When I start from morning, I wake
Yeah.
up at
From waking up. Yes. Yes.
yeah. I wake up at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day, and after that, I am having my breakfast at 10 a.m. And after taking breakfast, I uh, take some power snap, and after that, I take my lunch at 3 to 4 p.m. between 3 to 4 p.m. every day, and after that, I take my dinner at 9 to 10 p.m. every day. And I what can I say? I sleep every day at 9 to 10 p.m.
Very good. This is your daily routine. So you said I'm having breakfast. So having is like present continuous. So present continuous is a tense when we like the action is happening at the time of speaking. For
Okay,
example, I am drinking water. So this is the
Okay.
action is happening right now. So right now we're not talking about something which is happening right now. We're talking about something which happens regularly, daily. So you can say, I
Yeah,
have my breakfast.
I have my breakfast.
Very good. Okay. Now another activity. This time I will tell you a few things about myself, and
Okay.
you will have to answer because I'm going to ask you a question at the end. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I was born in Uttarakhand. Where were you born?
I was born in Bihar.
You were born in Bihar. Okay. My favorite color is white. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Green. Very well. Okay. I love to have North Indian food. What kind of food do you love to eat?
I love to eat same also North Indian food.
North Indian food. That's good. Okay. My favorite destination in India is Ladakh. That's the place I really want to go. So, what's your favorite
Oh,
destination in India?
my favorite destination in India is Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand. And which place in Uttarakhand?
It's I think what can I say? Uh, I forgot this time that temple in movie. If you saw Sushant Singh Rajput,
Okay, that's Kedarnath.
Kedarnath. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm from Uttarakhand. So, that's the reason I asked you.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, I love to watch science fiction movies. What kind of movies do you watch?
Yeah. I also like to watch science fiction movies.
Science fiction. Okay, so when it comes to science fiction movies, my favorite movie is Interstellar. Have you watched Interstellar?
Just I think no, I haven't watched that. I like Marvel movies more, like Avenger or Thor, something.
Oh, Marvel. So you're a Marvel fan.
Yeah,
Okay, who's your favorite character in Marvel Universe?
Thor,
Thor, and why?
because Thor is most strongest Avengers in Marvel. I think he's like a
Strongest.
god. Yeah,
He's like God. Of course. So he's strong. He is a little intelligent. He's helpful
hmm,
also. But I think,
yes.
what about Hulk then? Hulk is more stronger or Thor?
Hulk is stronger, but sometimes he didn't react like he messed up with situations
Anger
sometimes.
issues. Anger.
Yeah, anger issues.
Yeah, due to anger issues, he's not able to understand the situation at
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
So
yeah. Right.
this is the thing which happens with Hulk,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Otherwise,
So with the
he is
help,
also a good person, good person, good
what
hero.
about Iron Man?
Iron Man, he's good, I think, but sometimes he is arrogant or he shows off.
Okay, I think
He's
he's
showing off.
arrogant. Yeah, he shows
Yeah,
off a lot because he has a lot of money. That is for sure.
yeah.
And okay, so with the help of this activity, we'll learn how to have a conversation with a stranger. So what I did was I told you something about myself and I asked you questions.
Okay,
So in this way, you can also start a conversation with someone, like
okay,
maybe with a colleague of yours, any new friend, anyone like that. Okay.
okay.
All right. So you said that you're preparing for interviews. Do you know what all things do we tell about ourselves during an interview? The first thing is name.
Name,
Apart from that, what do you tell? Place
place, yeah. From
and
where I belong from, and
yes,
where I have graduated my graduation, and after
educational
that we have to
qualification.
tell education qualification, and after that we have to tell about our hobby and what kind of project we did in college days,
Mm,
and what can I say, qualifications or
qualifications,
soft
achievements,
skills achievements we have
achievements also.
during our
So
college.
I think the five common things are name, place, educational qualifications, work experience if you have any, and at the end of
Okay,
the introduction, you can always tell about your hobbies,
okay,
right? So now imagine there's a mock interview going on. Okay, I'm the
Mhm.
person who is conducting this interview, and you have to introduce yourself. Okay, now let's start. Give me a proper introduction, like if you're applying for a job. It will be a practice for you.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Yeah.
Okay. I am Suman Kumar. I belong to Bihar. I have done my graduation in electronics branch from RGP University in 2021. I I have some soft. What can I say? I have hobbies like gardening and some listening music, and in my free times I like to help my uh, parents to cook, and I have some project. I've done some project in college, which is some like multi-level car parking system. This type. That's all about me.
Multi-level car parking system. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm the interviewer, so this is good interview. Like this is a good introduction. You can always elaborate it. Right now we're just doing a mock interview. So now,
Okay.
Suman. So I will ask you a question now. Okay, you have to think and answer.
Mhm.
So Suman, I have a lot of candidates here who have around 3 to 4 years of experience, and you only have 2 years
Hmm.
of experience. So why should
Okay.
I hire you and not these people, those people actually? What's so special about you?
As per your expectation, I think I'm best fit for this job, and uh, I will work hard and smarter
Yeah.
than these people.
Mhm. Okay. So this is how you tackle these kind of questions. You always tell like your strong points, but you need to
Yeah.
elaborate a little. You said, as per expectations, I'm the best, but you have to elaborate why you're the best. You can say, I have leadership
Okay.
skills. I can work under pressure. I can get myself adapted to every situation, like that. You
Okay.
have to talk good things about yourself, right?
Okay.
Because this question is quite common. They will always try to trick you. Like you only have 2 years of experience. I have candidates who have around 4 years of experience. But why shall we hire you? So you should always tell
Yeah.
your strong points, right? So this might be really
Hmm.
helpful for you in the interview. Okay.
Okay.
So now tell me, Suman, how many sessions have you taken so far in clapping?
I think around 10 session.
10 sessions. So do you remember your first session? How was your experience? Your first session?
My first session was not so good. I'm very nervous at that time because I didn't expect to a stranger before that in English.
Mm,
Now I think I improved myself. I can
absolutely.
speak. Yeah.
See, this is the power of practice and consistency.
Yes.
Now after 10 sessions, you can easily talk to anyone. You're relaxed first of all.
Hmm.
You're not feeling anxious, right? But in the first session, you
Yeah.
were feeling nervous. Okay. So when we talk about past, we don't say I am feeling nervous. I was feeling nervous, but you said I am not feeling
Yes.
nervous.
Okay. I
So
was
please take
feeling
care of
nervous.
it. Absolutely. So Suman, for the next session, I'll give you a task, and after this, I'll give you feedback. So you know what?
Okay.
Past tense is really important because whenever we go for an interview, also you always tell them about your
Hmm.
past achievements. I have done this. I have done that. I have this, and that. Like for example. So if your past tense is strong,
Hmm.
your communication skills, you will not make any like a lot of mistakes. Like a few mistakes are considerable, but not a lot. Like one or two is fine, but during an interview, I'm talking about. Okay, but if you make 10
Okay.
mistakes while giving your introduction, that might be a problem. So for the next session, I want you to prepare a story
Story.
or any story, short story, like 4 to 5 minutes. Or you can also tell me something about your life experience, like the things
Okay.
which have happened with you in the long run, right?
Okay.
So with the help of stories, I'll be able to assess you on your past tense mistakes. Overall, you spoke really
Okay.
well. The kind of introduction you gave, that's good. You can always elaborate it. Just try to work upon it. Tell more things about yourself.
Okay.
That
I will try to improve that.
absolutely. Tell about your hobbies. Why did you learn this hobby? Why did you love that hobby? Try to elaborate yourself
Okay.
because the person who's conducting the interview will decide within a minute. whether he has to select you or not. So your
Yeah,
communication
right.
skill plays a really important role here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll give you now tips. All right. So my tips for you are I always recommend a few things to my learners like 20-20-20 rule. So 3 times 20, which is 60 minutes. Okay. So you have to devote 1 hour daily. And how will you do that? You have to read something for 20 minutes every day, regularly. It can be something of
Okay.
your interest. It can be something, like news, random news and articles. You can do that also. And the second part, and one of the important part, is listening. So whenever you learn a
Okay.
language, how did your what's your native language? You can speak Hindi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you learn Hindi? By listening to your parents, to your friends, to your family members,
Yes.
right? Nobody taught us that
No.
this is how this happens and that happens. This is how you have to talk and communicate actually. So now that you've started, I want you to create such an environment around you where everything you consume as information. For example, if you feel like reading something, read it in English. If you feel like
Okay.
watching something for entertainment purposes, watch it in English. Because the more you
Okay.
listen to it, the more you'll understand.
Yeah, I'm doing that
Which book,
actually.
like, yeah, which book are you reading? Any book these days?
No, I'm not reading any books, but I used to watch everything in English. I read subtitles in movies or something.
That's the best part. You know what? The best part about watching movies is you can pause them anytime. You can pause the movie,
Yeah,
and you can, if you
it's a
find a new word, just try to write down that word and try to use it in your conversation. This is how you also increase your
yeah.
vocabulary. Because you can't increase vocabulary by just learning things. You have to execute them. You have to make your own sentences out of them, right?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So I hope you'll follow this rule 20-20-20. The third thing, actually, I forgot to tell you the third thing. It's speaking. 20 minutes of speaking. Apart from these sessions, okay, you can call a friend. You can talk to yourself also. This is how you learn. This is how we all learn, right?
Yeah,
So
I
please
can
keep,
talk in
please
front of me, a mirror or something.
mirror. Yeah, I was about to tell you that
Yeah.
actually. I have tried this and it really works. So the time is running out. Please practice these three things. Prepare a story for the next session. Okay.
Okay.